I'm convinced that this fanfic is cursed. Okay, so just to start this off, trigger warning for extreme anxiety and panic attacks. This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, so today we're doing a story time. I have not done a story time in a long time. I'm pretty sure I have a playlist of the ones that I have done on my channel. They were a lot more lighthearted than this, but I had an incredibly traumatic experience last night, and it was one of the weirdest things I've ever gone through in my entire life, and I feel like I need to share it with you. Basically, this fanfic is excellent. I'm gonna link it down below if you want to read it, but like seriously proceed with caution, because the experience of reading this fanfic was one of the most traumatic things I've ever been through in my entire life, and I'll kind of explain what happened once we get further into this video. Like, it's great. It's probably the best fanfic I've ever read, but also I think if I ever tried to read it again, I would vomit. There are likely going to be spoilers in this video for the actual fanfic, so I would honestly recommend going to read it first before this video if you think you can handle it. Basically, I'm convinced that this fanfic is cursed. If you want to read it and come back, go ahead. Just proceed with caution, because you might literally be cursed. Okay, so at 11:15 p.m. I get a message from one of you guys, Alexa, and she says, okay, it's not a drill, you have to go to read the 5555 reddie fic on AO3 ASAP. It's literally God's here if you haven't already. And I said, oh, okay. I found the fanfic. I said this one. She said, yep. She said, prepare to cry. I was like, great. I haven't read a reddie fanfic in a while. Like, this is gonna be so fun. Love a good reddie fic, because I feel like a lot of the reddie fics are like really out of character and I don't enjoy them. This is gonna be a good time. So the fanfic is tagged as such with fire, scars, slow burn, anxiety, panic attacks, first love, angst. I'm like, alright, I'm here for it. Sounds good. And it is also archived for major character death. So I'm hesitant going in. Now, I start reading this fanfic, and off the bat, something is wrong. Like, I feel incredibly uneasy, and like something is off kilter. It was really, really weird, but like the fanfic was going pretty tamely, nothing weird was happening, so I just ignored it, and I kept reading, and I sent my group chat this message where I was kind of jokingly like, oh god, someone has sent me this reddie fic to read. I think it's really good so far, but I think Eddie is gonna die. And then I keep reading more of it. I think I'm at the part where they just got out of the first convenience store where they got the slushie, and I said, this fanfic is so good. Then Johnny and Gracelyn, which are the two culprits in this situation, asked me, what is it called? And I sent it to them. And then I said, shit's about to go down, I can feel it, read it with me. Like I said, something was off in the shift of the universe when I was reading this fanfic. I was incredibly uneasy, but I like needed to know what happened, and I was like, oh my god, it's not a big deal. Like, I brushed it off and kept reading. And so then I get to the part where they're in the thrift store, and Richie has that situation with the blue button-down shirt, and something isn't right. Like, obviously something is not right in this fanfic. Like, it's very, very weird, because like something is clearly going on, but like I'm also incredibly uncomfortable and feel like something is wrong in my actual life where I am reading the fanfic. Does Eddie have cancer? I'm scared. That's what I'm thinking. I'm scared. I have no idea. There's something weird going on with Richie too. If he dies, I'm gonna die. I can't handle this right now. Same. What is happening? I'm scared. I don't know. I'm scared. What part are you at? They're at the thrift store. Wait, I'm pretty sure being always cold is like a thing when you have cancer. I said, yes, okay. I'm scared for both of them. I don't know how this is going to end. Me either. I'm really scared. No, it can't be. Where are you? I'm scared. They're at the thrift shop. Like, I have some guesses with what's going on with Eddie, but no clue for Richie. The thrift store thing was fucking weird, though. Like, what the fuck is going on? They're in the river for me, and I'm so confused about Eddie. What the fuck is going on with Richie? So, at this point, I'm a little over halfway, and, like, the feeling that I felt at the beginning of reading this fanfiction where something was, like, wrong has just gotten worse as I've continued to read this fanfiction. I actually took notes after this experience was over of everything I was feeling. So these are the notes that I wrote down. This fanfic is literally cursed. I'm uneasy and uncomfortable. The vibes were off. Feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience, like I was dead or in hell. Something wasn't right, like slightly off kilter. Felt like I was being watched, but also all alone. Felt nauseous, like I was gonna throw up. I was shaking a lot, nervous breakdown, having a panic attack, couldn't breathe. Hands were shaking specifically, really violently, like an electric shock was passing through my body. I was crying, violent shaking and shivering once I got back into the room when I left briefly to go to the bathroom. A very distinct feeling that I can't quite pinpoint. Felt the same for a long time after. chapter. I feel cursed. Skin crawling, like I was trying to get out of my skin. Feel like I'm gonna start seeing things from the fanfic, like Fives and Dalmatian stickers and such, and we'll get there. Couldn't move, couldn't sleep or stay awake, feel very in between. Extremely windy outside. Got out of bed to get my earbuds, but I felt really heavy and scared all of a sudden. Basically, what is happening in this fanfiction is that, like, Richie keeps, like, having these weird situations where he keeps running into things and getting extreme deja vu. And it really starts creeping me out for, like, no particular reason. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but the experience of reading this fanfiction was scarier than any horror movie I've ever seen, which is weird, because this fanfic wasn't inherently odd. Like, there was nothing really weird about it, but something was wrong. Both within the fanfiction in a literal sense, that should have been not as bothering as it was, and also just in my real life, I did not feel safe when I was reading this fanfiction. Is it just me, or is not knowing your birthday kind of controversial to me? Because if you don't know when you actually turn that age and you can't consent to certain things. I said, yep, that's why I'm scared. Like, something isn't right here. And the thing that really sent me into a fucking spiral was the scene where like, they were having the conversation, you know, when they had the scene previously where Richie, like, asked Eddie about the scars, and Eddie was like, I don't have any scars. And then there's a scene later where he talks about it when he sees Eddie's scars, and he's like, yeah, we had this conversation. Eddie's like, that didn't happen. Like, I don't know what it was, but, like, something shifted even further. Like, I was falling into a deeper tier of hell, and I did not feel like I was in my body. I hate it here. I feel so uneasy. He's doing it again. Richie, what's going on? Oh god, oh god, oh god, something's not right. Why did Richie just attack a guy for cologne? I'm fearing for my life right now. What the fuck is going on? Who is this little child? I'm confused. It can't just be that he's homesick. Yeah, things are adding up into more fear and confusion. I swear to god, if this ends the way I think it's gonna end, I'm gonna lose it. Once again, this is crazy. This is a really weird fucking situation. The fact that this happened according to a Reddie fanfiction, I know, it sounds ridiculous, but you have to believe me. I'm so scared. Like, I've got nothing. I'm losing my mind. Me too. Like, my theories make no sense, and I know I'm wrong. I actually feel panicky. Whoever wrote this has some immaculate writing skills. The fuck? Mixtape who? This is wild as fuck. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm actually freaking out. This makes me so uncomfortable, right? Something isn't right, and I can't pinpoint it. I'm actually shaking. Something is not right with Eddie. The scars. Like, I feel like this is gonna end so much worse than someone dying. That would be so easy. Something isn't right. What's wrong with Eddie? They're at a diner, and I'm genuinely terrified. What the fuck? I'm losing my mind. Oh my god, I'm really out here having a panic attack over a Reddie fic. Graceland says, this fanfic makes me feel like Midsommar does. And I said, yes, that's it. That's the feeling. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Midsommar, but it's like, I feel like like many people, like, the first time they watched Midsommar, there was this very distinct feeling that you had watching it of just incredible uneasiness and uncomfortableness, and that's exactly how I felt reading this fanfiction. But this was so much worse because Midsommar is, like, one of my favorite movies. I can watch it no problem now, but, like, I genuinely, I will not get within 6 feet of this fanfiction ever again. Why are they forgetting everything? I'm very, very uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio today. Me too. Something isn't right. Are they ghosts? I don't fucking understand. Do they have amnesia? Are they getting older? That's what I was thinking. Are they fucking dead? Have they been dead this whole time? I'm at the diner part now. They're by the side of the road. I'm having a mental breakdown. Fuck, what is happening? I deadass feel like I'm watching Midsommar. This is so traumatic. The house, I'm scared. Something fucked up is happening. So then me and Graceland are at this point where we're reading at the same part. Like, reading at the same speed. We're at the same part. We both get to the part where they get to the house after their, you know, the truck has broken down. We are not okay. At this point in the fan, this is just this part is just incredibly creepy. There's an incredibly creepy, dangerous, unsafe, uncomfortable, uneasy vibe happening right now. And we are both literally having panic attacks, like crying and shaking reading this fanfiction, yet we can't stop reading it. Then I left the chat to finish the fanfiction. I wasn't really talking in here because I didn't want to, like, ruin anything for myself, and also I was just, like, really not feeling well. Angel number, they're definitely dead. Why is this a fucking horror movie? No, the writer should write horror. Oh my god, the build-up is amazing. They've been here before. That's how Richie knew the stickers and the drawing thing. I bet there's going to be some cologne in that shirt. Is Eddie dead and Richie went into shock and died? Richie found the shirt. I'm a genius. Haha, the cologne. What is happening? I don't even know. I think I'm close to the end. What the fuck? Richie started the fire. He got rid of the angel number and they fucking burned down the house. Nice going. We finished the fanfiction. And we convene. I just finished it. What the fuck? I'm crying. Me too. What happened to Eddie? He's gone. It's just like chapter 2 except with Stan. That was traumatic. Oh my god, it's not all was I was expecting. I finished it. I come back. I say I'm fucking sobbing. That was genuinely one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. I'm fucking shaking. I send some videos of me crying, and then I say I feel sick. Oh my fucking god. I felt that Eddie's canon death didn't make me that upset. Like, what the fuck? But why was that, like, the best fanfic I've ever read in a really sick way? Let's discuss. So what are our thoughts? I said, oh my god, I seriously just had an out-of-body experience. I was shaking so hard, I felt like I was gonna throw up. What the fuck just happened? I want to rip my hair out, and I'm still shaking. Fuck. I seriously think I'm gonna be dead behind the eyes watching the actual It movies. That fucked me up so hard. The whole thing made me uneasy, but the part at the house, I started doing this thing where I tense my muscles and roll them, and I started shaking and crying. Fun times. I did send like 18 videos to the person who recommended it to me explaining what happened, LMAO. They traumatized me, oh my lord, I was expecting a cute runaway AU, not a fucking horror story with a sad ending. Then I went on a brief live show that you can still check on my IGTV where I kind of like, right after I finished it, sort of explaining what happened, but I'm doing this video today to sort of tell the full story. I still can't breathe. What the fuck was that? Why did that do that to me? Why did that do that to all of us? I'm still shaking, fuck. I feel like I need to profit off of this trauma and make a video called This Fanfic Gave Me a Panic Attack. Hi, welcome. Like, it wasn't even anything specific, that just didn't pass the vibe check, you know? The entire vibe of the universe was off. The vibe that fanfic gave off made me feel like I was covered in spiders. I said that in my live, I felt like something was crawling under my skin. What the fuck was that? It was fucking cursed. Yeah, I still feel like that. Yeah, that's fucking it. I feel like I've been cursed and I was being watched. I don't think I'll ever be the same. I feel like I saw something I wasn't supposed to. I felt like this after Midsommar. If I ever see that anywhere, I will drop dead on the spot. I will pull a Richie C in the blue shirt. Are we in the Matrix? What is going on? This was worse than Midsommar. I can watch that with no problem now. The first time was just really unnerving. I can never touch that fanfic again. It needs to be locked away. I feel possessed. Someone do say my leg is switching. Yeah, Midsommar isn't as bad the second time, but I'm never reading that fanfic again. I don't think I can stomach it. My hands are twitching. I just feel so weird. I think we're possessed. We're just linked eternally now. I'm still so uncomfy. I feel tense. Same. I don't know what to do now. I feel empty and like I can't move. I feel like I can't go to sleep now, but I also can't stay awake because that feels really existential. I feel like I'm in hell. Like, why are the vibes are off? It doesn't help that I'm the only one awake in my neighborhood. Plot twist, we all died reading that fanfic. Shit. Oh god, why did I say that? Nice knowing you. Is that why no one else is answering? Well, it's been lit. Chloe gets my channel because I think I'm dead. Like, I know that, I know it's just the fanfic influencing me, but shit wasn't right. I think we opened up a portal to another universe. It gives off bad vibes that make me uneasy. And something has been fucking clicking in my room for like an hour or so. Something is not right. Pause here. Something was clicking, like over in my room, like by where like that fan was, but it wasn't on. Like, nothing was on that would have caused this like faint clicking noise. And I swear to god, the second I started typing this, the clicking got right next to my ear and then went away. So I'm pretty sure if you read this fanfic, it unleashes a demon into your soul. Just warning you before you start reading. Run, hide. It got closer. Well, that's it. I'm gonna die. It's been good, Alina. I've been lit. The fanfic must have had some voodoo witchcraft in it, because shit's not right. And then, I'm trying to, like, wind down. I have these fairy lights on, and I also have that lamp on. So I turn the lamp off, and the lamp is, like, a really, like, warm light, and this is a more, like, cool tone light, right? So I turn off that lamp. The second I turn it off, the room gets cold and heavy. Like, I feel like something is weighing me down, and I feel like my room is closing in on me. I freak out, and I immediately turn that lamp back on. Meanwhile, we made another chat to kind of, not overwhelm the others in the group chat with our messages. We called it shared trauma, fun times. We made a Zoom meeting. We were just kind of like sitting in silence for a while. It made us feel a bit better. Johnny said everything is fine, we're okay, Grace. So that's what Eddie kept saying. That freaked us out again. There's the right time for everything in that. I just realized that when Richie asked for 2 toothbrushes, the desk lady was so confused. Fuck. And I said, and when the girl came up to him at the gas station and said he looked lonely and he said his friend was in the car, it freaked me out so fucking much. Like, what was that? The fact that it wasn't incessantly odd is what makes me so uncomfortable. Like, why do we feel this way? It's a sign. Exactly, we shouldn't, but something was just so off about it. Then I get a message from someone else who says, I read that a while ago and it's so amazing, but yeah, OMG, it was traumatizing. I was in tears at the end. I said, oh my god, thank god. Me and my friends are having panic attacks over it, and it traumatized us so much I thought we were the only ones. So no, I was too. I knew something terrible was gonna happen the moment Reggie lit the cigarette. I said, I just felt uneasy throughout the entire thing. Like, how they kept forgetting stuff really freaked me out. Yeah, and how Eddie kept disappearing, that gave me chills. And the whole thing where Eddie was like, yeah, we never had that conversation. That fucked me up so bad. I finished it like an hour ago and I'm still shaking. I couldn't sleep that night. I was so traumatized. I swear this fanfic is cursed. For some reason now I really want to go and reread it because it's been a while, but I know that's a bad decision. Oh god, no, I genuinely feel like if I ever tried to read it again, I would vomit. Like, something was so incredibly awful I was reading it and I kept seeing 5s. That was another thing. After I finished the fanfic, like, every time I looked at a clock, my battery percentage, anything, there was a 5 in it, and it was like... And it wasn't incessantly odd. That's what makes me so uncomfortable. Yeah, it wasn't that strange, but you can just feel something's up. Exactly. It was like how it made me feel, not the actual content. Like, I can never go through that again. I felt like I was dying. Yeah, I'm really jumpy now too, right? I'm still shaking a bit. Anything connected to the number 5555 will now give me a mental breakdown. Deadass, and Dalmatian stickers, and 2 toothbrushes, and blue button downs. Yeah, it was traumatic. So then I sent them a screenshot of that conversation. I said, I'm gonna cry. I regret my life decisions up to this point. How about you? This fanfic is cursed. It's not just us, 100%. I wish I could stop my past self from reading that. Me too. I keep seeing fucking 5s. Every time I look at the clock, there's a 5. I do feel slightly better just being on the call, though. Get ready, I want to die. Then Johnny sends all these screenshots of things he was doing that had 5s in them. I said, haha, this is fine. That's 5 5s, I just realized. I fucking hate it here. The volume inside this bus is fucking uncomfortable. I just went to get water and I started panicking, my heart is still racing. Meanwhile, our Zoom was about to end. I said, oh, it's gonna end in 10 minutes. Fuck, I'll start another. Why do I feel like something bad is gonna happen if we let the timer end? Oh, stop, OMG. No, don't do me like that, man. Let me start one now. Sorry. We started a new one. There's no way I'm sleeping again. Yeah, wait, it's 3 a.m. Fuck, shit. I feel like if the timer runs out at 3 a.m. we will die. And then we all eventually fell asleep. Meanwhile, the one who sent me the fanfic in the first place answered my 18 billion videos. Said, yes, I agree with the uneasiness. It's similar to how Midsommar feels 100%. I literally was speechless after reading it, but I think it just summed it up, my thoughts on it perfectly. The death messed me up, and it's not even canon. These are the things that people should read instead of crying over a supercut that probably won't happen. Low-key better written than it. I said period. So I sent them that. That's the end of our chat up to this point. Meanwhile, this is the next day now. One of our other friends in the chat said, OMG, were you guys talking about that angel number? Fic last night. I read that a while ago and I was traumatized. I wish I was awake when you guys were doing all this. Me too, I was asleep. I said, no, you don't. It was a really horrible experience. Wasn't that bad? I'm gonna make a video on it because it was so traumatizing. I already feel weird. I said, yep, it's cursed. I will give proof when I'm done. Like, you could be reading a harmless scene and still feel like your skin is crawling, so have fun. Yes, feel free to provide commentary. I felt so uneasy while reading it, something was just off. I said, yep, shit wasn't right. If y'all have seen Midsommar, it feels like the first time you watch it, but worse. Meanwhile, they got the Haunting of Hill House news, very exciting, and distracted us for a while. Then we were talking on like an actual video chat. Reese and Addison were reading it mostly, and they were not having a good time. They weren't even really getting to the part where like weird shit was happening yet, but like they were just not feeling great. And that could have been like subconsciously influenced by us saying that we were so traumatized by it, but nonetheless, like something was off while they were reading it as well. Something about the dog stickers is so terrifying and shit you'd see in a horror movie. Yeah, I agree, the stickers fuck me up too. I'm uneasy just thinking about it, so that's cool. Yo, real quick. I'm filming my video right now. Did you guys finish the fanfics?
No, not yet. No, I'm trying. I'm just listening to them because I can't read. Right after the diner.
Okay.
I'm at the fire part right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, how do you feel right now while you're reading it?
Not good. I'm upset. I'm comfortable. I feel weird.
Like you feel cursed, right?
It's so cursed.
Right, okay. Alright, well thank you for your contribution.
Okay, so I just sent Chloe the fanfic, and you've read like a sentence, like 2.
No, I was reading the tags, anxiety, panic attack, and then suddenly, I feel like I was about to throw up. I felt like...
I'm sorry, I'm gonna need the writer of this fanfic to come forward and explain what voodoo witchcraft you put in this text.
No, and now I'm like heavily breathing. Oh my god, I already feel weird. I already feel strange.
We love being cursed in the timeline this evening.
Anyway, in conclusion, one of the most traumatic experiences of my life was reading a reddie fanfiction. So I don't know what that says about me and my life and my morale, but take that as you will. Anyway, if you for some reason liked this video, comment, like, and subscribe, press the notification bell because I don't have an uploading schedule, but I've been uploading every other day pretty consistently for a couple weeks now, so we'd love that for me. Well, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at edward.spaghedward, links in the description for ways you can help with Black Lives Matter, as well as links to my website and my merch and all that stuff. I'm also working for a website called Mickey Business now, where I'm writing Disney articles, so if you're a Disney fan, that will also be linked down in the description. My first article is up, and it was a review on Disney Plus, so if you want to read that, I would really, really appreciate it. Anyways, this has been a really questionable dinner. Thanks for coming over.